Mate, what's going on?
No, I'm just having a bit of a cry, mate.
Oh,
no, just
what's
joking.
going on?
I was just playing with the phone.
Now, Anthony.
What's happening? What's up?
Well, I've had a look at the other good-looking Prados.
Good looking.
Yeah, they're all sexy. Mine's sexier.
Just quietly, they're good looking cars, but. They got nothing on this one.
Oh, this one, why is that?
This is a 120.
It's a 120, mate.
Yeah.
Tell me why. Why do you like the 120?
This 120 just loves getting out of here. Why do we like the 120? Well, the 120 is the best for a number of reasons. Like it's hard to compile, but it just feels a little bit lighter than the 150. It's got the plastic on the side that protects it when the stick come up and the bush. It's a four-wheel drive, you know. Where if you've got a shiny 150, it's a little bit harder on you with the pinstripes, particularly if you've got a nice charcoal colour.
Yeah.
And just, you know, when you drive over the sticks and they just flick up and hit the side of the car sometimes, you had that. I get it a lot. When you sort of just got those plastic flares and trims, it's kind of like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It's getting older, it owes you less. It's always, you know, it's just ticks all the boxes, mate, and I don't have a problem with it. I guess is the reason why I really like it. I just don't have a problem with it.
Now, what I'm sure people do know, but those that don't, what engine's in the 120?
This one's the 3 litre
Diesel.
diesel, 1KD FTV, not to be confused with the 1KZ tyre, which finished around about 2005. So that was 03 to 05 in the 120s in Australia, 06 maybe, and then 06 to 09 was the better engine, and then they continued that in the 150 Prado from when it changed in 09 to a 150 through to 2015. Last of the best.
So how long have you had yours for?
This is the longest car I've ever owned. That's a pretty big statement, because before this I probably had about 50 cars, and I don't know how many cars I've owned, but second up, you know, I probably had a car 4 years, and that's like 400,000 k's in 4 years. So it was time to move it on, but everyone's going to go, what was that? That was a Subaru WRX, not a four-wheel drive. So, well, all-wheel drive, let's not talk about that, you know. I mean, 400,000 k's in about 4 years. So, yeah, I've done a bit of driving also. And, yeah, it's like, it's just, and other people with 120s, I mean, people love their Prados. All Prado owners love their Prados. Maybe there's a 0.001% thing going on there, where someone's had a bad experience and you can't keep everybody happy. But like no other vehicle I've ever seen before, and the owners, everybody loves their Prados. And look, I don't know what it is about the 120, but the 120 owners sort of, they're just even stronger about it than the rest, you know, whether it's the V6 or the diesel, doesn't matter. The 120 owners is just, you've got to have owned one. You've owned a 120, haven't you?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Yeah, a lot of people have. So I suppose you've got to have been there, and everybody that has, they kind of like, yeah, I get it, you know. Like, so there's advantages, and it's hard to say. I mean, people pick out things like you can open the back windows, they fold out. So at the moment I've got the temporary, you know, if you're camping, you know how you had your lights last night and it's run through the rear door?
Yeah.
Well, you know, if it's the 120, you just put it through the window so you can shut the door, you're not crushing the wires type thing. But that's small things. Like I said, I like the flares, the plastic, the bigger fuel tank. I like it hasn't got the spoiler on the back with a windscreen wiper in it that collects all the dust onto the back door, so it stays much cleaner.
The fuel tank, how many litres?
180 instead of 150 compared to the 150, you know. It's confusing. The 150's got 150, pretty straightforward, but the 120's got 180. So plus minus 30, you know. So,
No, I'm just looking at the back there, mate. Show us around.
Okay. What do you want to see, mate? Everybody's seen this, been there, done that. They might have seen it on my channel, 4B4 Adventures. I'm not sure. FOURBY number 4 Adventures, 4B4 Adventures.
I'll leave a link in there, mate.
Yeah.
So you got the fridge, the angle fridge?
Yeah, that's 2013.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, Engels really, they are just the best. A lot of people aren't going to like that statement, but the results are they work the best, they're the most reliable. You know, this one's been around, it's a bit hammered. But the lid, the plastic where it's glued onto the next part of the lid, you can see it come away, you can see what's left of the glue and it's gone. But it works fine. People say these clips break, so I took the other one off. It's been like that forever. See the other clip's not there. It's packed away as a spare for in case it or somehow gets broken, but this one's never been broken. The lid shuts. If you open the lid shuts, and you know they're good. So there's no issue.
Tomato sauces in there, mate.
You got a few there. Yeah. Do you need some? If you need some.
Alright. This is the
the current table.
Yeah.
Again, everyone's sort of seen that stuff, haven't they?
Yeah.
We'll open up for a minute and have a bit of a look-see. Because what's really important is this one. Because on the 120s they've got that basket.
Yeah.
And that's where I initially contacted Karen and said, hey, you know what? These baskets are rubbish. And there was a similar product to that, and I said, look, something like that. And it really solves the problem. You can fit a lot of stuff in there.
I like it.
It's really good, eh? You can get rid of this strap when you install that. I left it there or whatever. You've got to take the trim off to install it. It's got some little nuts in behind it. And of course the table's handy. I mean, I've got other vehicles without the table, and you know how much you miss it when you haven't got it. The Patrol with the rear door folding up, I've realised I should have put a fridge slide that's got a table under it, which I'll upgrade to, and we use that vehicle. You know, when you're doing touring, family glamping, this sort of thing, you don't need too much. I'll fridge just to move the stuff room to room, but you do find yourself out in parks and whatever you're doing for the day where you want to make lunches and you just want that table. And we didn't have it, so you know, we may do one way or another, first world problems. But
yeah, I can see some wires and stuff going on in here. What's going on down the side here, mate?
Oh, some of it's temporary.
Yep.
So people watching my channels will probably know by now I've got a couple of different solar panels, a few different regulators and whatever.
Yep.
And leaving the solar panel on the roof is a new and kind of temporary thing for me, to be honest.
Does this charge by the alternator or not? Just
this one is a dual battery system that charges by both.
Yeah.
But no DC charger.
Yep.
Because I don't like those for reasons I've already talked about. People don't want to hear about that again. If they do, they know where to go and search the playlist, fridge, battery, solar. So it's just got the Red Arc SPI 12 to, you know, it's a VSR, voltage sensitive relay. So when they start the engine, so the alternator effectively charges both batteries, no problem. And that's all you need. And this is an independent solar regulator that I leave plugged in all the time, even though they probably say you're not meant to, because I push the boundaries and test things, and we really know what you can do. And it makes sense that this regulator's a regulator, so if it sees a high voltage at the battery, it's going to stop. Not that it's going to hurt the battery anyway, but it's going to regulate and stop putting that solar charge into the battery because the alternator's doing it, and that's exactly what it does. So if you want me to, I can demonstrate if you're keen, because the voltage there right now is 13.3. That's running the Starlink, which uses a bit of juice. Fridge compressor's not running yet. That's why it's sort of down a bit. It's charging up from overnight. So the 120 watt panel in the sun seems to be very effective, recharging the battery even while the Starlink's running. When the compressor cuts in, it's going to drop a little bit more, but most of the time, like now, the compressor's off. But if I start the car, you'll see the voltage go up from the alternator, and this regulator will drop down, and then when you turn the engine off, you see the voltage drop, and then you see it come back up again. So this regulator, used in combination, works really well, and that's a lot cheaper than getting a DC charger, which I think now around $600 or $700 for a Red Arc, where this 20 amp, go and have a closer look if you like. I don't know if you get the camera in there. Got 2 Anderson plugs on the bottom of it. It's just fixed. It's just double-sided tape temporarily on the side there. 20 amp. So I guess you probably pick one up for $150.
Okay.
And I just moved that from, you know, this Prado to that Prado. I've been testing the panel and this setup with both batteries in both vehicles. Confirmed, all good. So there's a few wires around, but that's mainly what you're looking at. So the power supply for the Starlink, this is the little transformer thingamajig, so power supply to it, that's it, it's fused, although my stuff's fused anyway, and then the lead comes off the end and the Starlink just plugs in direct there, whatever. Again, temporary, just double-sided tape up there for now. Water, of course, you know, everyone's saying jerrycans up the side, one each side for this trip, so only 40 litres.
Making the most of this bit of space in there.
That's it, and that's why you do need sides for your storage system, so that you can get stuff, you know, as you can see, you could pack that in there and fill stuff up in the side there. Shelves at the top, shelves here, plenty of space.
That's good.
So you can organise
neat and tidy.
And down this side as well, same thing down here. Another jerry can. There's a charger there if you're somewhere you need to plug it in and maintain your batteries. Leave it plugged in.
Nice, mate.
Just don't leave that
When you close
water
your door.
tap when you close the door.
Yeah, you done
Put
that.
you in a bit of trouble, yeah. What else do you think everyone wants to look at, do you think?
What have we got down the side here? Got your stickers, mate.
Yeah, the old sticker.
And you're running, you always say run the standard tyres, so you've done that.
Well, you know, each that's what I've got at the moment, but you know, each to their own on what they want to do with, you know, what size tyres and what type of tyres.
Again,
yeah, just the cheapie, you know. It's over 10 years old now. Don't need it. I had water over the bonnet twice without that, no issues. I don't recommend it, but your car, it doesn't turn your car into a submarine. You can't go through water that deep. But that's just an $80 eBay special that everyone told me it's rubbish and it'll fall apart and all that. Well, you know
what tyres have you got, mate?
They're just some old KO2s. They're about 5 years old. They're really flogged. I'm really wearing them down. So they're dry condition tyres. They're still roadworthy, but there's not much left in them. I've got to overinflate them a bit on the blacktop because they're quite worn on the edges from probably a bit of an average wheel alignment, but it makes it drive nice. And having the tyres low a lot of the time, they wear on the edges, So when we're on the road, we need to have them up around mid-40s to try and get some of that center wear and even it out a bit. But they're about 5 years old, so they've done some Ks. I haven't kept a good track of these. Probably, I'm going to guess, at least 60 or 70,000.
Yeah,
so
well, yeah.
Not too bad. But they're pretty hammered. I mean, you can just take a wander over and look at that back one if you like, because that's definitely the spare. Is the worst of them. Up on the back door there.
They're nicely evenly worn though, aren't they, that one?
Well, not too bad considering. Not bad considering. But they're not bad considering how much they get aired down. I mean, let's take a closer look at them. They're always aired down. Look at these chunks. I mean, look at, they're just chunked, all these chunks. That's because they get used. So this is why this is one of the worst ones.
Yep.
Absolutely. You're not going to get much traction out of that. People don't drive around on tyres like that in the wet and expect them to work too well.
What's this, mate?
If I remember correctly, they're powerful 4x4 or rock armour, whatever you want to call them, from many years ago. Before this Prado, I had a 2003 silver 1KZ 5-speed manual, and these steps were on that vehicle before this one, which I acquired in 2014, so 11 years ago. Over 11 years ago now, because we're past that time in 2014, so we're going into our 12th year with this vehicle. Amazing, really. We throw a lot of parts at it maintenance-wise, preventative maintenance, and that's what we sort of talk about on our other YouTube channel, 4x4 Diesel, as you know. What we learn from our own use, the vehicles on the trips, and of course what we see in the workshop specialising on Prados. And I say the information, it's especially good for Prado and Hilux owners, but all Toyota owners really, and other vehicles, because it's all relative similar things you've got to look at, even if you've got other brands of vehicles that maybe the quality's not as good. Similar things really are going to happen. Wear and tear on wheel bearings at what kilometres, injectors that are worn and flogged, whatever it's going to be, you know. And being able to use the discount codes at lsiauto.com.au, which is 4x4 Diesel. Might as well share the discounts. What else we got? Do you know any other discounts we got? I can't remember. Cayman. Same thing, 4x4 Diesel. The YouTube channel, FOURBY number 4 Diesel, that is the discount code. Okay. And I'm working on getting more of those, so that's in the process, but everything takes time.
Now we see a bull bar?
Yeah, bull bar.
ARB, I believe. So. Yeah, happy with that? ARB?
No, not really, no. I mean, they wobble around a lot. I really don't like, you see it wobbling around, it shakes around, it makes the ride in the vehicle uncomfortable, it shakes the chassis. This is not going to be good for the vehicle and everything overall. Has got the split guard at this side, and that'll be a contributor. You just see it shaking around violently. That's the specified gap that they want there, so it doesn't really look good, but yeah, all bars look tough, so it looks good type thing. But look, it does its job, you know. You can drive at night and hit a few small roos and whatever, if you don't mind killing roos. But there's evidence of a wobble right there. See this headlight, where this, I mean, you have a look at this spring, just back it up a little bit, show how it takes quite a bit of force to bend that big spring, and that's coming right back to there, all the way to there.
Yeah, okay.
So that's how much wobble you got going on in bull bars if you actually use your vehicle, you know. Including this, so it's been touched up, you know, so we're talking all the way forward to there, there's marks there, you know, that's a lot of wobble. Why you got two antennas, people say. They've got a spare, because all antennas break once again if you use them. These two antennas have probably been the longest most reliable of any antennas so far. This one keeping it short, and down there you've got no bracket to break, like these brackets can break. But this doesn't work as well as this one up here.
Yeah, I've noticed you've got Oricoms. You've got an Oricom Ezy-Jak radio, which is what I've got too.
Yeah, I've got all Oricoms. So I started grabbing the Oricom stuff. I don't know if it was when they came out, but around about 2010 I feel.
Yep.
They had a 3-year warranty, which I thought was good compared to the others were about a 12-month warranty. So it's good making it competitive, so I supported them. Cheaper and good warranty. I went, let's give them a go. Been a few issues. I've always used Oricom ever since then, all the way through, simply because value for money. Then the others, I think, might have matched their warranties. 3 years, they've gone to 5 years. 5-year warranties, value for money. There has been a couple of issues, absolutely, but for me personally, the customer service has been second to none. They replace antennas, they replace brackets, they replace microphones, the handhelds. I had issues. I've got quite a few of their radios, handhelds, and in vehicles, and I haven't had issues with all of them, but the ones I have, service has been second to none.
We might go around this side, mate. There's a bit of noise going on the background. Anything else you want to add?
I don't really want to add anything, mate. I'm just trying to help you out with some content. You want to have a look in the vehicle, see what's in there? I'll open the door for you.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's get in there and have a look at a car that's done nearly 500,000 kilometres.
Wow, she's looking good.
See how worn out and grubby, and it's
I
just
wouldn't say
rubbish,
that, mate.
isn't
It looks good. It's in
Top,
tip-top condition.
Never had seat covers on.
Yeah, look at that. Mine hasn't either.
Look at the driver's seat being the most worn and used. The condition of that material, and I suppose that's why I love the 120s.
Yeah.
They're just forever cars. Mate of mine, he had one of these and went, oh yeah, what's that? And oh yeah, he goes, not bad. He goes, I'll get you one. Yeah, eBay special, $20 or something. So you can just pop it off and take it on the other car as well. Probably does a bit of wear and tear on the trim, but you got your arm there normally anyway, so what's the difference? Make sure I don't lose that remote there. Mate's plus, he said, oh yeah, just hold that when you're coming back. Let yourself in.
Nice, mate.
Not mine, I can't lose that one.
It's nice, all in good condition, isn't it?
That steering wheel cover was the first of the steering wheel covers.
Yep.
So it's starting to get a bit rough around the edges, but that is by far the best one. I think I got two for $20 or something like that off eBay. Gave one to
What, do you just sew it in, do you?
Yeah, stitch it on yourself. Yeah, I've got some videos on that. Once again,
nice,
probably on, I don't know if it's on 4x4Ds or 4x4 Adventures, but just get them off eBay, $10, 20. You can spend as much as you like.
And you've changed all these to what, LEDs, are they?
I think I did put the LED kit through this car, I did.
Yeah.
I don't know if it gave me more light, or they last longer, or they're brighter, or not as good, because I don't really use it much. These ones are always on when you open the door, but interior lights have got turned off. I don't want bugs in the car. So I put my lights sort of outside, you know. What about the Titan tray?
Oh, wait on. What are we?
Titan tray, mate.
Yeah, look at that. Nice. Shovel on the top.
Now I was going to be like everybody else back in 2019 and buy a Rhino rack.
Yep.
And I was talking to Tin from Kaon.
Yep.
Who at that point in time, he had both. He had the Titan tray, which I said, Titan tray, what's that? I never heard of it. He goes, Roller. I go, okay, no worries. Haven't seen one. I've got all these cars coming in the workshop. Everyone's got Rhino, because people are, sorry everyone, a bit like sheep. They just, somebody, oh yeah, that's good, and then it just gets contagious and everybody sort of does that. I said to Tin, well, he goes, he's got both, and he goes, well, I like this one better. I said, okay, why is that? And he said, well, it's stronger. Clearly it's stronger. It's better, you know. I said, okay, no worries. Funnily enough, he doesn't continue to use them. He's on other brands for whatever reason, so that's interesting. But it was because of him, the engineer, that I looked into it, and I totally agree that it's a stronger unit. And at the time, in 2019, a lot cheaper than the Rhino. The platform you could pick up from Supercheap for about $500, where the Rhino platform was about $1,000. So it was a no-brainer, stronger, cheaper. Prices have changed over COVID and all that sort of thing. Still think it's probably one of the value for money, so I'm sort of sticking with the that stuff. So I got these on all the cars, and the Ridgeman, that's Australian made, stainless steel, powder coated, whatever. So quick fists to hold the shovel on the side. You can buy those off Kaon as well. There's not much up there at the moment, just the solar panel on that. Yeah. Travel light.
Well, put it there.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Thank you very much.
No worries, buddy. Too easy. I don't know, it's just some dodgy t-shirt. I only wear
What's your t-shirts?
Oz Prado crew t-shirts, K-On t-shirts, and whatever t-shirt I buy on a trip.
And,
And this is one of those. Yeah, if you send me that, then that'll be one of them.
Thanks,
Have you got light colours like this that keep the heat out?
No, but I can.
Beautiful, perfect. There's a new
Anything
thing.
for you, mate?
Do you sell those as well?
I haven't been, but I can.
Bada bing, or can let people know if they might want one. Especially if I'm wearing them, then they'll want to be. Everyone wants to be like mine.
Running out of stock.
Bada bing.
Well,
All right.
Eggs before beer. Is that right?
Well, just eggs before anything, because they fill you up a bit and make you make better decisions. And they're good for you. And having them boiled is the best way to have it. And mate, these ones, I'm a bit slow on the peeling. I'm not the best egg peeler, I'm pretty new to peeling eggs.
Here comes the Prado.